Good morning, students. I am speaking on behalf of NTCC High School, Gate number 7, Malvani, Malad West, Mumbai. I am Mrs. Shaheen Sheikh. Welcome to you all for the online class. Instructions to be followed during the lecture. Use earphones or headphones for better learning experience. Keep writing materials handy. Sit in a quiet and comfortable place. You may pause the video till you get resume or if you want to make a note of some important points. Today we will start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 21, Busy at Work are Internal Organs. Students, we have already studied in 4th standard, 3rd standard about our organs, but we have studied about our external organs, our sensory organs. So now it's time to learn about our internal organs. I already taught you about external organs. The organs that are outside of our body and we can see them are external organs. Sensory organs we studied: eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin are the sensory organs. So today we will study internal organs, that are lungs, liver, kidneys, stomach, brain, heart. These all things are the internal organs. So in detail we will study about this, how these organs are useful to us. Processes like respiration, digestion go on inside the body continuously with the help of certain organs. So respiration, now you know what is respiration. Continuous breathing is called respiration. So continuously we respire, we breathe continuously, and our internal organs work for our respiration. Digestion also, when we eat something, automatically the digestion process goes on in our stomach. Let us learn something about these processes and the organs that carry them out. So these processes are carried out in our body continuously, and some organs are continuously working for them. So this here you can see respiration, here you can see digestion. We need air, water and food to live. It is necessary for the body to get a continuous supply of oxygen. So children, we need oxygen every time. As we breathe, we take in, what we take in, children? We take in oxygen, and what we give out? We give out carbon dioxide from our body. To live healthy, we need air, we need water and we need food. These three things we need for a healthy living. We get the oxygen from the air through breathing. That is why we breathe continuously. Continuously we breathe and we get oxygen from the air. In our body, there are organs that carry out the work of respiration. So how is this respiration process carried out? There are some organs that carry out this function. Respiratory system. Now what are the organs that work for the respiration system? See, here you can see nose, children. Nose. This is the trachea. You can see this trachea, or we can see windpipe. These are the lungs. You know we have two lungs, 1 and 2. Two lungs. This brown portion you can see here is the diaphragm. Okay. So these 4 organs work for the respiratory system. First is the nose, second the trachea, third the lungs, and the fourth is the diaphragm. These 4 organs work for the respiratory system. In the lungs, these branches divide further into 2 smaller and smaller branches. At the end of the last branch, there are air sacs or alveoli. The incoming air fills the alveoli in the lungs. Now, how is the respiration system carried out? The diagram I have shown you here before, children. this diagram. See, the diagram here shows how respiratory organs work. When we inhale with the nose, here is the nose, we inhale with our nose. When we take in air, the air from outside goes into the trachea. From the nose, the air goes in the trachea, and through its branches, you can see these branches here. You can see here small branches, you can see, children, in the lungs. In the lungs, these branches divide further into smaller and smaller branches. You can see, children, the smaller branches over here. See, like a tree. In tree also you can see these branches, like small branches. At the end of the last branch, there are air sacs or alveoli. See here, in this diagram you can see, this is the trachea. From the trachea, then small branches, and then the last portion, this is the alveoli. Between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity, between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity, there is an organ like a flexible sheet. It is called the diaphragm. Now you can see, children, the thoracic cavity. What is the thoracic cavity? See here, this portion they have shown here. This is the thoracic cavity, and this is the abdominal cavity, and this brown part you can see here is the diaphragm. What is that? It is a diaphragm. So in between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity, there is a diaphragm. The diaphragm and its movement. When the diaphragm moves downward, we breathe in, and the incoming air fills the alveoli in the lungs. When the diaphragm moves upwards, air in the lungs is pushed out. So when the diaphragm moves downwards, so when we inhale, when we breathe in, the diaphragm goes down, and when we breathe out, the diaphragm moves up. The air is pushed out from the lungs. So up and down, this diaphragm moves up and down, downwards. When we breathe, it goes down. When we breathe out, it comes up. It pushes the air outside of our body. Exchange of gases. Now, how the exchange of gases take place? And I told you, when we breathe, carbon dioxide goes in, oxygen goes in, and carbon dioxide goes out. But how the exchange of gases take place? When the outside air reaches the alveoli, the oxygen in it passes into thin blood vessels around the alveoli. Now you can see here, these are the blood vessels. It is shown here, blood vessels. With the blood, it is carried to all parts of the body. So with the help of these blood vessels, the oxygen is carried to all the parts of the body. At the same time, the carbon dioxide that is brought by the blood from all parts of the body enters the air in the alveoli. Now the blood vessels pass the oxygen to all the parts of the body, and the same way the carbon dioxide is brought by the vessels from all the parts of the body. So when we exhale, the carbon dioxide is also given out with the air. In this way, an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in the alveoli. So this is the alveoli, children. This is the alveoli shown here. Oxygen enters and carbon dioxide goes out, like this. Oxygen enters, carbon dioxide goes out. Enters, goes here, and carbon dioxide goes out, like this. From one side, they brought in oxygen. From the other side, again the carbon dioxide is going out. The exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen ultimately takes place in the alveoli. Coming to effects of smoking. If one keeps smoking over a long period of time, the toxic substances in the smoke collect in the respiratory tracts. As a result, the air that enters the lungs is not sufficiently purified and impurities in the air begin to accumulate in the lungs. So, when a person keeps on smoking for a long period of time, the toxic substances collect in the respiratory tract, and with the result of this, the sufficiently and the impurities in the air begin to accumulate in the lungs. So when continuously they breathe, the impurities, what happened, they accumulate in the lungs. Then some toxic substances in the tobacco also enter the alveoli. These ill effects lead to diseases of respiratory organs, including life-threatening diseases like lung cancer. So when these impurities accumulate in the lungs, it can lead to lung cancer. Passive smoking. If there are people around us who smoke, then we may have to face the consequences of smoking even if we do not smoke ourselves. That is why there is now a ban on smoking in public places. So passive smoking means even if we are not smoking and a person is smoking and who is standing around you, the consequences of that smoking can also affect us even if we are not smoking. That is passive smoking, and that is why nowadays you have seen places their board, you can see no smoking ka board they are putting, so in the public places it is ban on smoking. You cannot smoke in public places. Coming to the digestive system, student, we have finished the respiratory system now, and we are going to a digestive system. In the digestive system, you can see many organs are there. In the respiratory system, only 4 organs we have seen: nose, trachea, lungs, diaphragm. Only 4 organs were working for the respiratory system. But here in the digestive system, many organs work for that system. So the first we will see the alimentary canal. The food we eat is digested in our body. That is, substances that can mix with the blood are formed from the food. The food we eat is digested. This process takes place in different parts of a long and flexible tube inside a body. This tube is called alimentary canal. The upper end of this tube is the mouth and the lower end is called the anus. What is alimentary canal, children? You can see this. You can see, student, this one. This is the alimentary canal. From the mouth till the last place is called the anus. Till the mouth, from the end, it is a long tube that is called alimentary canal, and it is flexible. So when the food enters to the mouth, it enters to the alimentary canal till the down. So even if there is a continuous tube going from the mouth to the anus, the shape of this tube is not the same in all its part. See the shape, it is not straight, it goes on like this here and there. So it is a continuous long tube, but it is not same in all the parts. So this is the alimentary canal. So in the digestive system, the first organ that we will study is the alimentary canal. The different parts of the alimentary canal have different structures and functions. These different parts are called digestive organs. Certain glands outside the alimentary canal assist the process of digestion. So there are different parts in the alimentary canal, and different parts have the different, these parts are called digestive organs. Different parts perform different functions. So now many glands and many other organs we will study in the next part, that is lecture number 2. So children, you can read this chapter and just take a revision of it. Coming up next will be chapter number 21, busy at work are internal organs, continuation of this chapter. Stay safe and healthy children. Take care of yourself. Thank you.